Fashion today is fast and accessible. Runway trends go from ramp to rack in a matter of days at a fraction of the original price. Fast fashion brands such as Zara and H&M often replicate designs of luxury fashion brands in their collections, and they make huge profits, way more than their traditional counterparts. Why is it so? Because their production costs are lower, their customer base is growing every day, and most importantly, they launch many collections in a year. Traditional luxury brands have only about two trend cycles, whereas a typical fast fashion brand launches about 50 collections every year. Can you imagine the environmental cost of operating such a business model? Fashion industry has one of the biggest environmental footprints. Look at it this way, the t-shirt you're wearing, it took about 2700 liters of water to make. 2700. That equals your drinking water for 2.5 years. And it's not just water. There's also massive amount of chemical usage, waste creation and CO2 emissions. Here's a big question then. What is the alternative and how do we switch to this alternative? The first step is for the fashion industry to create a more sustainable supply chain. And it all starts at the design stage where 80% of a product's environmental impact is logged in. Every decision matters. The choice of fabric, the amount of scrapped cloth, even the material used in label and size tags. Unfortunately, sustainable materials aren't always accessible. Take cotton for example. Over 60% of all clothing has some cotton in it, yet only 1% of all the cotton India produces is organic. Fashion industry is unsustainable because of three more things. 1. International sourcing of raw materials. 2. Offshore manufacturing. And 3. Quick turnaround time. The industry needs fast transportation over really vast distances very frequently, and this is damaging. But alongside being sustainable, fashion also needs to be ethical. When brands are pushed to produce clothing at lower prices, the pressure turns into low wages and really poor working conditions for farmers and garment workers. Last year, when cotton prices in India fell by close to 20%, 296,000 farmers died due to suicide, and 70% of these occurred in the cotton belt of the country. In Bangladesh, a manufacturing hub, a textile worker would need an 80% pay raise to earn close to even the most conservative minimum living wage benchmark. There is no time better than now to fix this. More than 60 million people are employed by the fashion industry today. If brands pull up their socks, the scope for social change is immense. The main issue is overproduction, and simply asking consumers to recycle is not the solution. That's just shifting responsibility. We need to demand more accountability from the fashion industry. We can influence the market with our money. Let's buy better.